Hi everyone, I am Richard Nixon. I am participating in the 2023 Korean cooking competition held by the Korean Embassy of New Zealand. Here we can see all the ingredients that we need to make, that we need to use to make my own modern interpretation of Jjimdak. All the other ingredients will be listed in the description box. Firstly, we are going to do the potato fondant. We need to sear the potato until golden brown. So we flip them as soon as we get a nice crust on the bottom. So the crust is facing up. Then we add in a knob of butter that we've cut before. Then add in a ladle of chicken stock that we've already prepared beforehand as well. Then we can put it in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for around 10 to 15 minutes, just until it's tender. So next step is making the filling for the chicken roulade. So here we have a trio of brunoise vegetable of onion, carrots, and shiitake mushroom, which is commonly used in Jjimdak, that we will be also using in the marinade later. So we're just seasoning it with salt and pepper at this stage. Just trying to get rid of all the moisture on the vegetables. Added a knob of butter to intensify the depth of flavor. And we'll just melt the butter and cool it down and set it aside. So right now we're cooking off our Jjimdak sauce. Using bones from the chicken thigh and nibbles, we are going to brown them, giving them more color and flavor to the sauce. So we're just reusing the bones that we deboned from the chicken thigh to make our roulade and the chicken lollipop later on. Now we're gonna add all the vegetable offcuts from the vegetables that you've seen before, and as well as other vegetables that we need to make the Jjimdak sauce. Here we're doing the same step, which is to brown them, giving them more color and flavor to the overall sauce later. So at this stage, you just want to give them color. You don't really need to stir them all the time. Once you've achieved the color you want, you start adding the seasoning that you want. So the seasoning that we have for this Jjimdak, we have mirin, soy sauce, dark soy sauce, rice or corn syrup. You can also use honey in this recipe. However, in this recipe, I'm just using corn syrup as it is a neutral flavor. With honey, you have this floral flavor profile in the sauce that you don't really want to. We're also going to add oyster sauce to give more intense flavor in the sauce, as well as brown sugar for color. For the aromatics, we have garlic, ginger, and bird's eye chili, just to get some heat on the sauce. So basically, Jjimdak is a very salty, sweet, and spicy dish. Here also, I'm adding chicken stock and some water. Basically, half and half ratio, just to balance things out. Chicken stock will also help to give more depth in the flavor for the sauce as well. Moving on to the roulade. Lay flat in a cling film all the chicken thigh and skin that we've deboned before. Add the filling that we've set aside in the previous step before. Once we've added all the filling we have to lay it flat so that it won't burst out when we roll them later on. So don't really put too much on the roulade as it will explode when you simmer it. Just enough. Now you start rolling them slowly with cling film, trying to get that perfect round shape. Secure the edges. Make sure there's no air pockets. Really secure it and tie it with a string if needed and secure it with some foil just to make sure there's no water leaking to the roulade when you boiling it later on. And you just need to simmer it for 15 minutes or until internal temperature is 70 degrees. So here we are already assembling our presentation. However, I'm going to mention that we also have a chicken lollipop element in this dish as well as glass noodles that is not recorded, as I believe I will just show this if I get chosen on the final round. So for the chicken lollipop, it's basically just chicken nibbles, only the drumettes, and we basically French them so that we can showcase the bone on the top, and we marinate it in our Jjimdak sauce that we made and just deep fry it with a simple cornstarch just until they're golden brown or until their temperature is 70 degrees. For the glass noodles, we're just boiling it until it's basically done, which is about 6 to 7 minutes, and we just soak it on cold water and set it aside. For all the garnish, I'm only using spring onions, baby onion, carrots, and the fondant potato that we made. So for the spring onions, we just slightly thin. And for the baby onions, we just kind of give them some char. Same with the carrots. We're just charring them and then basting them with butter. So they're crunchy yet still soft and not really raw. And with the Jjimdak sauce, we're also making the jus, which is the sauce that I'm pouring in the center. So it's basically just our Jjimdak marinade thickened with the roux and passed to a fine sieve so that we can get a nice shiny fried jus. So all this dish is served with a jus on the side, glass noodles with some sesame oil, sesame seeds, some more sesame oil in the sauce, and our Jjimdak marinade as well to accompany the glass noodles. Bon appetit! I hope you enjoy the cooking video. 감사합니다.